Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come up in an offset out. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And Latimer's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernup.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubts.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Murray the lone setback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 32 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
That was second down one for Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
This is Murray, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 2nd down, Martin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. And a look at the defense now. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Newton's going to keep it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I'm only chuckling because I remember one of my coaches talking about, yeah, well, if you need 2, you better get 2. If you only get 1, that's not a successful play, and that's what they got.
Yeah, tried the sneak for 2. We know that can be tough. It showed tough there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Newton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Moore. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come out in the pistol. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A handoff for Washington. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Washington on third and short. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now Hoyer. He's got his man, Jared Abbrederis. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
Hoyer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second down, Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. Put on that.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Amaro's got it, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Hoyer. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. More now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Hoyer firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hoyer. Everderis with it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Moore. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. On the run, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On play action, they'll throw. Looks for Janis, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try to take the field goal out of it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Hoyer. Finding time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jared Abbrederis, an 11-yard touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
More now. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. This is Washington. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
36. Single receiver, single receiver.
Now Moore. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Brandon Fields now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Abradaris with it over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's the rookie from UCLA, Miles Jack, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hurry up high now. Look at 56. Look.
Now Hoyer. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Abradaris, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Hoyer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with Drake. He leaps over him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run here with Robinson. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, an opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, they got him again. It's the rookie from Ohio State, Adolphus Washington. In there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The 1st sack of his NFL career. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is taken at about the 14. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Hoyer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On the toss play, this is Drake. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A gain of 3, second down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now.
Now Moore. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
More now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. And it's second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Still left on 2nd down.
Got his left. 4 down, 4 down. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw again. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to Amaro on the right side. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Alert, alert. 3 out, 3 out. All right, here we go. Green, 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20.